Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. There you go. Please be seated. Welcome to the School of Veterinary Medicine White Coat Ceremony for the fall of 2019. I would first like to recognize the presence of Mr. Elvis Moraine, Acting Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Dr. Kimmin Cummings, Chief Veterinary Office, Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Dr. Willie Reed, our keynote speaker, Dr. Richard Olds, our president, Dr. Glenn Jacobs, provost, Mr. Brandon Lagrenade, vice provost for institutional advancement, Dr. Rao, dean of students, Dr. Neil Olson, dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Lucy Eugene, dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Callum McPherson, dean of Graduate Studies, our faculty, staff, specially invited guests, parents, and students, welcome. I also wish to acknowledge all of the SGU faculty and graduates present, and I invite them to stand. Thank you, and you may be seated. I'm Tatiana de Oliveira, and I'm a proud SGU Veterinary School graduate. I graduated in 2012, and not that long ago, I was in your seat. So I'm very, very excited for each of you. Being here today represents the beginning of your journey at SGU and the start of your veterinary career. But let's not forget, it also reflects your academic success thus far, your personal achievements, your sacrifices, for some of you struggles, rejection from other programs, likely some difficult decisions, and most importantly, your hard work. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. So let me be the very first one to welcome you to our beautiful profession, where the sky's the limit and opportunities are endless. You can practice large, small, tiny, extra large, scaly, furry. You can teach, you can do research, you can serve your community, serve your country, travel, publish, write. But regardless of what you choose to do, you have the ability to make a huge impact on the lives of people and animals. The next 4 years will be challenging, yet the very best years of your life. Grenada will soon feel like home, believe it or not, and someday you will miss this place. Your classmates sitting around you will become your best friends. They'll become your family, and maybe even a spouse. So before we move forward, it's true, I had several in my class. So before you move forward, let me leave you with a little advice. And the biggest one is to get to know your amazing faculty. They're here because of you and their passion for teaching. I promise they're your biggest cheerleaders. Go explore this beautiful island. There's so much to do, to see, and to learn. Remember to set goals for yourself, big and small. And finally, stay focused and seek help when times get tough. Always remembering why you started this journey in the first place and remembering how inspired you are today. So congratulations. Thank you. So for those of you who don't know, SGU School of Veterinary Medicine accepted its first class in 1999 and has accepted 2 classes each year since then. We have our first through second term classes held here in our True Blue campus at SGU in Grenada, and students then complete their 4th clinical year training at one of our 31 affiliated schools in the US, the UK, Canada, Ireland, and Australia. Our School of Veterinary Medicine aims to offer exceptional opportunities for veterinary education and graduate studies to students from all around the world, comparable to the finest veterinary programs available in the US and elsewhere. At the same time, we aim to provide professional services to our Grenadian community and other Caribbean islands, while establishing reputation for research and educational excellence. To date, SGU has over 1,500 graduates from all over the world, including the USA, the UK, Canada, Sweden, Ireland, Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Barbados, Bermuda, Jamaica, Venezuela, Russia, Mexico, Colombia, Japan, Portugal, Germany, Botswana, Pakistan, South Africa, Israel, and me from Brazil. Our grads are licensed to practice in 41 states in the US, all over the UK, Canada, as well as Grenada. Since accepting its first class, SGU has worked hard behind the scenes and achieved several milestones. In 2005, the Society of Phi Zeta, a national veterinary honor society for vet faculty and students, installed its first chapter here in Grenada, the first international chapter ever. In September of 2011, the American Veterinary Medical Association Council on Education announced its full accreditation of the university's Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program for 7 years. The DVM program was reaccredited by the AVMA COE in October of 2018 for another 7 years. In 2016, the American Animal Hospital Association, AHA, gave its stamp of approval accrediting our school's small animal clinic for 2 years, making it the second practice outside the United States and Canada to earn this distinction. In January of 2019, the clinic was reaccredited by AHA through 2022, having earned the full 3-year term for reaccreditation. As part of another accreditation process, the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons conducted a site visit of the campus in April. A response regarding its accreditation is expected later this year. RCVS accreditation will render veterinary students who pursue the global veterinary health track here at SGU eligible to practice in the UK after graduation. Despite these successes and accomplishments, SGU continues to strive toward establishing leading-edge veterinary knowledge, expanding its curriculum, and leveraging new technology in our state-of-the-art laboratories and classrooms. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Glenn Jacobs, Provost of St. George's University, who brings greetings from the university's administration.
Mr. Elvis Moraine, Acting Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture and Lands. Dr. Kimon Cummings, Chief Veterinary Officer, Minister of Agriculture and Lands. Dr. Willie Reed, Keynote Speaker. Good morning. I would like to welcome all of you to St. George's University and the island of Grenada. A special word of welcome to all the parents, family, and friends present here today. Students, I am very happy to welcome you in person. I will not be addressing you that often. The next time I probably speak to you as a group will be during your graduation. Yeah, you'll be amazed how quickly that'll be. You have come here with great intellect. You have and will gain lots of knowledge while being at St. George's University. But I trust that during your time here, you will also develop a bit of wisdom. John Isso, the best-selling author, explains it so well in his book, The 5 Secrets You Must Discover Before You Die. Wisdom is different and fundamentally more important than knowledge. Knowledge is the accumulation of facts, whereas wisdom is the ability to discern what matters and what does not matter. Unless we can discover what really matters, we cannot find the true meaning in life. I will encourage you to take time to explore Grenada and to get to know this great community. And I'm really looking forward to interacting with many of you during the barbecue on Sunday, especially the parents, friends, spouses. It will be great to see you. And it is now my pleasure to introduce to you the President of St. George's University, Dr. Richard G. Olds. Thank you.
A different height. So welcome to our distinguished dignitaries, our White Coat speaker, faculty, friends, all the parents and friends of our graduates. But mostly, this ceremony is to congratulate the class of 2023. Now, I'm a physician, but it turns out, unlike the provost, you'll probably see me again because I'm actually teach veterinary parasitology in your school. So I'm actually a specialist in one of those One Health diseases that affect both human beings and animals. In fact, I'm a tropical disease specialist, and I've spent most of my professional career working in developing countries on this particular disease. I want to keep my remarks brief, but let me give you at least one comment and then one thing that perhaps you can take with you later. Now, the first comment I'm going to make is perhaps a bit of a disappointment. In a few minutes, you're going to walk up on the stage and you're going to put on that white coat. And the bad news is you won't know one bit more veterinary medicine when you put on that coat than you did before you walked up there. But when you put on that white coat, you actually take on a responsibility and a challenge, because the bearing of the white coat carries with it a responsibility to act in a very professional manner, to interact with both your clients, the various species of animals that you interact with, and that starts from the very day that you start veterinary medicine. So although you may not know anything yet, the responsibility that it carries with the white coat begins today. Now, I've traveled, as I mentioned, to many countries around the world, and I was always struck that many developing countries have among their national heroes health professionals, physicians, veterinarians, nurses, etc. And I got to tell you, I'm hard-pressed, thinking about the United States, to think of a single health professional that I would call a U.S. national hero. And, I hope that's not because our healthcare professionals have felt that their professional job is restricted to doing an excellent job of caring for their clients, for the individual patients that they deal with. Whereas in many developing countries, healthcare professionals feel that they carry the mantle for their whole community, for their society, for the country that they live in. In fact, I'll use an example from my own professional background. I've spent over 30 years working in the Philippines. The national hero of the Philippines is Dr. Jose Rizal. Now, I have to tell you, I have no idea whether Dr. Jose Rizal was a decent doctor or not. He was a physician. But he's not the national hero of the Philippines because he was a good doctor. He's the national hero of the Philippines because he spoke out against the atrocities committed by the Spanish colonial government that managed his country for over 400 years, and for that he was put in front of a firing squad and killed. Now, I'm not expecting any of you to stand in front of a firing squad for your principles, but I will tell you that you carry a larger responsibility than just caring for individual patients, individual animals, dealing with individual human beings that are associated with those animals. You carry a responsibility to do something for your community, be leaders in your country, and yes, do something better in our planet to make this a better world. So 4 years from now, yes, I will also be there at your graduation, and I know you will all be extremely well-trained veterinarians. But I hope that there will be at least a few heroes. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Oates. And now I invite our Dean, Dr. Neil Olson, to the podium for a few words of welcome and to introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you for moving the mic down. And Dr. De Oliveira, thank you very much for your fine introduction. It is also my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to St. George's University. To our students, today is your next step along the road of realizing your dream of becoming a veterinarian. Thank you all for becoming a part of this wonderful event. And I want to especially thank all parents and family members who have been so instrumental in helping and nurturing your sons and daughters. In fact, I would like you to be recognized now. Would all parents, grandparents, siblings, and anybody else that's had an interest in the students that are being white-coated today, would you please stand so we can recognize you? This white coat ceremony is a symbolic representation of your entry into the profession of veterinary medicine and a demonstration of your commitment to upholding the code of professional conduct expected of medical professionals. At St. George's University School of Veterinary Medicine, there is no doubt as to what our collective job number one is, and that is to educate veterinary students. I'm always reminded of a Chinese proverb when I think about this. It goes like this: if you are planning for a year, sow rice. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. And if you are planning for a lifetime, educate people. Our primary role is to prepare our students to not only become licensed veterinarians, but also to become leaders in the many facets of career opportunities that our dynamic profession offers. I really love saying it is truly an exciting time to be a veterinarian. It is truly an exciting time to embrace the change within our profession. To the graduating class of 2023, the experiences you will have at St. George's University will serve to enrich you personally and professionally. You have worked diligently to become veterinary medical students, and I wish you every success as you strive to excel in your pursuit of the knowledge, skills, and attributes necessary for your successful career. Best of luck to you, and I congratulate you on reaching this milestone, and I look forward to seeing you in New York City in June of 2023, your graduation day. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker today, Dr. Willie Reed. Dr. Reed received his Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree from Tuskegee University in 1978. In 1982, he received his PhD degree in veterinary pathology from Purdue University. He remained at Purdue as an assistant and associate professor for a number of years, and in addition to his role as professor, he also served in a number of service entities there, including, but not comprehensively, the chief of the Avian Diseases Diagnostic Service. He was also assistant director of the Animal Disease Diagnostic Laboratory. In 1990, Dr. Reed moved to the College of Veterinary Medicine at Michigan State University, where he assumed the position of professor of veterinary pathology and the director of the Diagnostic Center for Population and Animal Health. In 1997, while at MSU, Michigan State University, he was appointed chairperson of the Department of Pathobiology and Diagnostic Investigation. In 2007, Dr. Reed returned to Purdue to assume the dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine at Purdue, which is his current position. And he also is professor of veterinary anatomic pathology at Purdue. He is a diplomat of the American College of Veterinary Pathologists and of the American College of Poultry Veterinarians. He has served as a past chair of the American Veterinary Medical Association Council on Research, and he has been past president of the Association of Veterinary Medical Colleges. He has also served the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture's Advisory Committee on Foreign Animal and Poultry Diseases, and on the U.S. Secretary of Interior's Advisory Committee on Invasive Species. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Reed with a thunderous round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. Dean Olson, thank you so very much for that more than generous introduction. I really appreciate the very kind words and certainly the very warm reception. President Oles and Provost Jacobs and Dean Olson and members of the college leadership team, the faculty, I'm deeply honored to have this opportunity to address the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine class of 2023. So thank you for this opportunity to participate in this very, very special ceremony today. As Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine at Purdue University, you know, I feel a real special connection to St. George's University, primarily because on September the 7th, 2004, Hurricane Ivan, and many of you will have heard about this, caused a lot of damage here on Grenada, other parts of the Caribbean, and along the southeast coast of the U.S. Because of this, the damage from the storm, the university here was closed for several months. This required the relocation of veterinary students to 3 U.S. veterinary colleges in the U.S., including Purdue. And as I have read the newspaper clippings, it indicated that 92 third and fourth year students were relocated to West Lafayette, Indiana, in order to finish out that fall semester. So the joining of our 2 institutions because of this natural disaster back in 2004 has certainly forged, I believe, a very special bond between our institutions. So to the class of 2023, congratulations on your matriculation at St. George's University, which is a wonderful university that will prepare you well for whatever career you pursue in the veterinary profession. Now, I know you've worked very hard and you've made many sacrifices to reach this important day, but you did it. You're here. You were fortunate to be counted among the hundreds of students who have came before you and completed their studies at this wonderful institution, many of whom are making many impactful and lasting contributions serving our profession with honor and distinction throughout the U.S. and, in fact, throughout the world. And you heard a few minutes ago the location of some of the graduates. And to the parents, members of the families of the class of 2023, I know the students are very grateful for your presence, your support and encouragement over the years as they pursue their dream of becoming a veterinarian. You know, the white coat ceremony has become a very important tradition in the life of most veterinary colleges. You know, in 1993, Dr. Arnold Gold established the white coat ceremony at Columbia University's medical school. The ceremony was designed to impress upon students, physicians, and the public the important symbolic role of the white coat in patient-doctor interactions. Now today, this ceremony continues in medical schools and has become a tradition in veterinary schools in the U.S. and many parts of the world. The white coat ceremony marks the passage from your undergraduate studies to professional studies and eventually into the clinical phase of your training. The donning of the white coat symbolizes your new role as professional veterinary students. The white coat indicates your acceptance of your great responsibility towards your patients and clients, your commitment to show compassion and empathy, and to make a positive difference in the life of every animal and person with whom you come into contact. So let me say once again how thrilled and honored I am to have this opportunity to participate in today's white coat ceremony and have this wonderful opportunity to speak here at St. George's white coat ceremony. Now, when Dean Olson invited me to speak, he didn't really give me a topic, not a specific topic. He gave me the freedom to craft the message that I wanted to leave with you today. So I thought quite a bit about what message I wanted to share with you as you begin your journey of becoming a veterinarian. As I sometimes do when I'm asked to speak, I mentioned to a few of my students at Purdue that I had been invited to make remarks at St. George's white coat ceremony, and I wanted their input on a possible topic that they felt would be of interest to beginning students. Well, Purdue students are not shy about giving the dean advice on any topic. And as you might suspect, they had a few suggestions. So Abby, a second-year student, said, "Whatever you talk about, don't give them your gathering storm speech where you talk about some of the challenges facing the profession. That's a doom and gloom speech. They already know that there are challenges facing the veterinary profession, as it is with all professions. They already know that the world is changing in many predictable and unpredictable ways. My guess is that after years of study to enter veterinary school, they are well prepared and motivated to take on these challenges. Another student, Maggie, said, talk about the human-animal bond, that indelible connection between humans and animals, and the role veterinarians play in protecting that bond. They need to be reminded that the ever-evolving relationship between animals and people and how this has spawned a pet economy in excess of $60 billion that is creating many, many wonderful opportunities for new graduates entering the veterinary profession. They need to be reminded that animal companionship positively affects our psychological and our physical health. Then Maggie paused a few seconds and said, on second thoughts, they likely already know that, so skip that speech. And then a third student, Kim, who was actually president of our Student American Veterinary Medical Association, said, Dean Reed, just tell them what you remind us of all the time, and that's never stop pursuing your dreams, and always have more dreams than memories, and that dreams don't end upon admission to veterinary school. So based on this input, I agree with Maggie and Abby that you probably did not want a rehash of issues facing the profession or another lecture on the human-animal bond or even about opportunities in the growing pet economy. I'm sure you're well-versed on these topics. So I decided to take Kim's advice and talk about the need to never stop pursuing your dreams as you continue to build your career, much the way that a carpenter builds a home, and that's one brick at a time. So class of 2023, the St. George's College of Veterinary Medicine will prepare you with a wonderful foundation upon which to build a successful career. I want to also talk to you about some of the keys to success as you build that career and develop new dreams. Now, I know that each of you have had the dream of becoming a veterinarian, likely starting at a very young age. And today, that dream is coming true. The degree that you will leave here in just a few short years will change your life and allow you to embark on a truly amazing journey. You see, education, and especially a veterinary education, has literally, changed my life in ways that I could never have imagined. It has afforded me the opportunity to have one of the most enjoyable and fascinating careers that anyone could ever have. Because of my veterinary education, I've had the opportunity to work for two wonderful universities where curiosity, discovery are encouraged and celebrated every single day. As a veterinarian, as a pathologist or researcher, and now as an administrator, I've had a wonderful career. I've had the opportunity to conduct research on diseases that threaten not just animal health, but human health as well. I've had the opportunity to train hundreds of veterinarians who are working each day to serve the needs of our rapidly changing society. And now I have the good fortune of leading one of America's 30 veterinary colleges for the past 12 years, and the good fortune to interact with many talented and motivated students to make their dreams come true, which is one of the most rewarding jobs that anyone could ever have. So students, you are certainly very capable individuals. I know you're highly motivated and that you perform well in the classroom, and this has given you the opportunity to reach this significant milestone we are celebrating today. All of you have great potential, and your professors and other mentors believe that you have the ability to make many important contributions to society and the veterinary profession. Attending St. George's College of Veterinary Medicine will afford you the opportunity to be exposed to many, many fascinating aspects of the veterinary profession. You will have the opportunity to interact with students from around the world, and you will gain insights on potential careers in the veterinary profession that will allow you to make contributions to both human and animal health. Whatever your interests, always remember that your journey begins with a dream and a purposeful effort to create the future that you want. Not someone else's future, but the future you want. You are here today because you have a future that you want to create. Now, Eleanor Roosevelt, former First Lady of the United States, once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." I talk a lot with Purdue students about their power to create their own future and what it takes to make dreams come true, which is hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. I remind them that in order to create the future they want, they must be determined. They must be willing to work hard to succeed, and that they must set their goals one brick higher than they thought possible on the foundation they have been given as veterinary students. You know, there's a wonderful example of determination and perseverance in pursuing a dream or goal that I like telling entering students at Purdue. And it's illustrated in a story that I'd like to share with you this morning. It's called the One Brick Higher story. The year was 1894, and Purdue University was just 25 years old. And a magnificent new building called Haviland Hall was dedicated on January the 19th. The new building was adorned with a spectacular bell tower and was slated to house our engineering program. It was to be a campus landmark, the pride and beauty of our campus, and a symbol of excellence. The building architecture was distinguished by a large clock tower, and it stood tall and proud, dominating the campus landscape. But 4 days after the dedication, the unthinkable happened. Haviland Hall was lost to a disastrous fire. Imagine the grief and disappointment of the students, the faculty and staff to lose such a structure that so many had worked so very hard to create. It was certainly a setback, a major disappointment, and it would have been easy to accept this unfortunate fate. But that was not the Purdue way. The president of the university at that time, James A. Smart, saw this adversity as an opportunity and assembled everyone on campus. And he declared that Haviland Hall, with its iconic bell tower, would be rebuilt one brick higher. 1 year later, Haviland Hall was rebuilt. Not one brick higher, but actually stood 9 bricks taller. Now, this story has outlived the building and inspired the construction of a new bell tower, which was completed in 1995. When our students pass by this landmark and hear the chimes that faithfully ring each quarter hour, many of them think of this story. It encourages them to make the most of every opportunity while a student at Purdue and to put their worries and concerns in perspective and to find ways to recharge their enthusiasm for finding their place in their chosen profession. It encourages them to never stop pursuing their dreams. Now, members of the class of 2023, as you continue to pursue your dream of becoming a veterinarian here at St. George's University, please remember that you build your careers and create your future, just like the Haviland Hall story, one brick at a time. The experiences that you will have as veterinary students, with your professors, with your classmates, and the many courses that you've taken as undergraduate students, the courses that you will take as veterinary students, your general life experiences, these are all bricks that form the foundation for careers in veterinary medicine. You see, I'm a dreamer. I love the dream of what can be, and I don't really accept any limitations that others place on me. I believe that one must always have more dreams than memories, because dreams represent the future and memories represent the past, and the past cannot be changed. As Carl Sandburg, who was a great American writer, once said, nothing happens unless first a dream. Nothing happens unless first a dream. So I believe that the future shouldn't be something that we blindly stumble into without planning and preparation. It's something that we purposely create and build one brick at a time. Charles Kettering, as a noted engineer and inventor, has said it best. It's one of my favorite sayings. My interest is in the future because I'm going to spend the rest of my life there. As veterinary students, your interests most certainly are in the future. You will be well prepared to create your future. You will be taught the importance of pursuing excellence in every task you undertake, the importance of diversity, teamwork, and lifelong learning in the veterinary profession, the need to give back to society, and the need to support and encourage the next generation that will come after you. You know, as I look upon the class of 2023 assembled this morning in this beautiful setting, I know there are many dreams out there that are yet to be fulfilled, and I know there's probably some uncertainty, maybe a little anxiety over what lies ahead. But also, I can sense the excitement of beginning this journey. So one of the points I hope that I'm able to leave with you today is that you must continue to be driven and determined in pursuing your veterinary medical education with all your energy, that you must never let a few setbacks or disappointments cause you to become discouraged. It is likely that you've had a few setbacks along the way, but you got over them, and you're here today celebrating a remarkable achievement, admission to veterinary school. You know, I enjoy telling prospective students about our profession, and that colleges of veterinary medicine at like St. George's are great places to pursue their dreams, and where dreams really do come true. I often tell them how my journey pursuing a career in veterinary medicine, it started as a childhood dream, at a time and place where opportunities for so many were denied, where dreams for some were just dreams with little chance of coming true. And now, look at what happens when one dreams and when you set goals one brick higher than you thought possible. I tell them about the rewards of connecting their dreams to the service of mankind. You know, we live in a world with nearly 8 billion people, and we add about 76 million each year. By 2050, the world population will peak around 9.1 billion. Can we produce enough animal protein to feed such a population? There's global warming resulting in all kinds of crazy weather events that threaten the health of our ecosystems. These changes will certainly affect many generations to come, and the veterinary profession will be called upon to help solve these complex problems. We have recently seen many examples of the need for stronger integration of human and veterinary medicine using a One Health approach, and the need for many more highly trained veterinary scientists. In the past 20, 30 years, new human pathogens have emerged, many originating from animals. Rapid population growth has created the urgent need to develop new and sustainable sources of energy and more stable food supply. New economic models are needed to help stabilize the global economy. These are just a tiny fraction of some of the areas where your creativity and talents will continue to contribute to the needs of our society. In the U.S. and many parts of the world, there's a need for many more well-trained and talented individuals to solve these complex problems impacting mankind. So I challenge you, students, to connect your dreams to the needs of society. The profession of veterinary medicine is rapidly evolving. And that's a reflection of the cultural, technological, and biomedical revolution embracing society. Veterinary medicine will continue as veterinary practice will continue as the core of the profession. But the face of veterinary practice in the year 2023 may be significantly different than it is today. We're seeing the expansion of corporate practices, the continued development of specialty practices along both species and discipline lines, and increased emphasis on wellness and preventative medicine. The long-range impacts of these developments are yet to be determined. Veterinarians will increasingly play a role in addressing complex issues of public policy and responding to natural and man-made catastrophes affecting humans and animals, and in general, safeguarding the world's animal resources. You will be the leaders who must guide the veterinary profession as it expands its horizons in the 21st century. The challenges will be significant, but rest assured that the next 4 years will prepare you to assume this mantle of responsibility. I encourage you to take full advantage of the unique odyssey you are about to embark upon to fulfill the potential which each of you possesses. So class of 2023, as you begin your journey in pursuit of your dream of becoming a veterinarian, never forget that we have high expectations of you and that the reputation of your institution is built upon your successes. Remember that in just a few years, you will enter into a world of service to animal owners and society in general. So class of 2023, I challenge you to continue to build your careers one brick at a time and continue to dream, even will some say that your dream is unattainable. I hope that you will learn from the words of Langston Hughes, who was a great African-American poet and novelist, who said, "Hold fast to your dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly." So every day, remember that hard work and sacrifice are the bricks upon which dreams are built. Every day, strive for excellence in everything that you pursue. And every day, remember that nothing, and I mean nothing, is more important or more rewarding than helping someone else achieve their dreams. And finally, I hope you will remember that all the successes and other recognitions that will certainly come your way along your life journey should not be the only measure of a successful career. As Booker T. Washington, who was founder and first president of my alma mater, Tuskegee University, stated many years ago to his students at Tuskegee, he said, "Success is measured not so much by the positions that one has reached in life as by the obstacles that he has overcome while trying to succeed." Class of 2023, I wish you much success in becoming a veterinarian. Remember to always strive for excellence in every task you undertake. Remember that your personal care and well-being are critical to your success as a student. And remember that the investment you are making in obtaining a veterinary medical degree, though very expensive, is likely the best investment you will ever make. It will be the best investment that you will ever make. And remember to never stop dreaming and always put your goals one brick higher than you thought possible. Thank you very much. Please cherish this wonderful day, and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Reed, for those very inspiring words. Now, based on the recommendations made by the American Veterinary Medical Association, our school has introduced a professionalism course for the incoming classes, and its first component is a 2-day professional attributes workshop called PAUSE, and which the students just completed. And we'll see a slideshow later of the workshop here in the ceremony. So it is befitting that after completing this professionalism workshop, you're officially welcomed into the Veterinary Society. The white coat serves as a symbol of professionalism and welcomes each of you to the veterinary medical field. It not only symbolizes your entry to the profession, but your commitment to uphold the duties of your oath. Robing at the white coat ceremony is considered to be an honor and must be pre-approved. To assist the keynote speaker, Dr. Willie Reed, and myself with robing, I now invite to the stage Dr. Neil Olson, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Mohammed Bayat, Associate Dean of Students, Dr. Diana Stone, Associate Dean of Research, and Dr. Talia Guten, Assistant Professor in the Small Animal Medicine and Surgery Department. And in recognition of our international enrollment, Dr. Tara Patterson, Associate Professor of the Small Animal Medicine and Surgery Department, will call each student by name and country of birth. Now, please hold your applause until all the students have been robed. For safety, we also ask the audience to kindly remain seated and not interrupt the ceremony by taking pictures in the forward section of the hall. And thank you for your cooperation.
Good morning. Let's begin. First, Brianna Shepke, who will be coded by her father, Dr. Kenneth Shepke. Allison Butler from New York. Madison Whitney, Florida. Chelsea Churchill, California. Carly Collins, Ohio. Courtney Manley, Oklahoma. Abigail Olson, Alabama. Rachel Laird, Wisconsin. Parveen Hoti, California. Ida Yates Lavery, Ontario, Canada. Diana Saravia, New York. Vanessa Serrato, Florida. Mackenzie Johnston, New Jersey. Bryn Sorbonne, Florida. Ivan DeRock, Pennsylvania. Aubrey Sullivan, Connecticut. Elizabeth Epps, Mississippi. Jamie Wood, Maine. Brittany Murray, Connecticut. Angelica Malara, Virginia. Krista Godby, Florida. Ashlyn Brewster, Oregon. Lindsay Brandt, California. Margaret Manning, Tennessee. Amy Gomez, North Carolina. Jonathan McCarthy, California. Ashley Phillips, Minnesota. Taylor Kinter, North Carolina. Jacqueline Nunnally, New Hampshire. Megan Abrahamson, New Hampshire. Erica Redmond, Michigan. Dane Gallagher, who will be coated by his father, Dr. Gallagher. Shelby Hubick, Saskatchewan, Canada. Kaylee Knapp, Pennsylvania. Thomas Ramsey, Texas. Zachary Collette, Connecticut. Melissa Crouch, Texas. Ashley Rios, California. Patrick Donegan, Pennsylvania. Aubrey Anna Barrick, South Carolina. Natasha Brown, Manitoba, Canada. Claire Silverman, Illinois. Madeline Kristen, Minnesota. Zoe Maglaris, Illinois. Sydney Vaught, Arkansas. Alexandra De Leon, New Jersey. Joanna Maldonado Ross, Colombia. Victoria Krolzak, New York. Lindsay Shevlin, New York. Abigail Gilman, Pennsylvania. Kira Rasmussen, Massachusetts. Persia Salehi, California. Jessica Bowling, Florida. Jasmine Simmons, Florida. Danielle McStudy, who will be coded with her mom, Dr. Deborah Coy. Emily James, Missouri. Chloe Eaton, California. Aaron Allender, Pennsylvania. Alex Chang, Texas. Anastasia Eckert, Indiana. Jenna McCartan, New York. Delana Allegretti, New York. Kayla Fideli, New Jersey. Anna Marie Morente, New York. Brittany Riddick, New York. Rachel Bryan, Virginia. Michelle Mordekayev, New York. Alexis Solomon, Missouri. Sarah Fisher, Massachusetts. Alexandra Rogers, New York. Hannah Rollo, Minnesota. Carlin Smith, Georgia. Sahara Jaffarali, Texas. Cassandra Villafranca, Texas. Corrine Como, Quebec, Canada. Lauren Pierce, Florida. Kayla Duncan, Georgia. Vibhuti Oberoi, California. Marielas Guzman Sanchez, Puerto Rico. Sarah Vu, Oklahoma. Cassandra Morales, Florida. Elizabeth Peck, Arizona. Kevin Greenberg, New York. Brittany Skaggs, Florida. Priscilla Lineberger, Florida. Alexis Berry, New Hampshire. Jenny Liu, California. Sonali Desai, New Jersey. Selin Abraham, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Allison Lockhart, Louisiana. Rachel Uvedov, New York. Kyle Penny, Idaho. Alyssa Rutherford, New Jersey. Shelby Morales, Texas. Mallory Peak, Ontario, Canada. Devon Madara, Delaware. Emily Schleinkoffer, Indiana. Kirsten Brasili, Pennsylvania. Emily Gussman, New Jersey. Amanda Vai, Texas. Eugene Jong, Seoul, Korea. Leonardo Mendoza, Puerto Rico. Michelle Moncrief, Georgia. Jacob Moise, Louisiana. Matthew Druin, Georgia. Lance Shankinney, New Jersey. Daniel Ingram, Florida. Rachel Gray, Illinois. Lauren Cunningham, who will be joined by her father, Dr. Mark Cunningham, from California. Brooke Bray, Florida. Margaret Freibergs, New Jersey. Zachary Smith, California. Yvonne White, Texas. Sheridan Nichols, Utah. Catherine Buchanan, who will be joined by her father, Dr. Gerald Buchanan, from Michigan. Randa Patrick, Iowa. Peterlin Alexander, Grenada. Irini Barsoum, Egypt. Jolyn John Baptiste, Dominica. Reese Meze, Australia. Tanya Aziz, who will be coated by her father, Dr. Emmanuel Aziz, from Ontario, Canada. Anna Simone Jones, Jamaica. Rahid Roden, Jamaica. Congratulations to you all. Welcome to the profession.
Congratulations. And now I invite Amanda Morancic, our instructor in the Small Animal Clinic, to lead the students in reciting aloud the professional commitment, which is listed near the back of your program.
Good morning. Could our class of 2023 please stand? Did everyone find the commitment okay? It's in the back? Okay. Could you read with me and take it slow so that you'll understand and listen to the words that you're saying, okay? Being accepted into the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to further my knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health, the relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal services, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will conduct my studies conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept my responsibility to assist my colleagues to achieve our mutual goals. I acknowledge my obligation to adhere to the university's honor code and to conduct myself with integrity and in an ethical manner at all times. It is a privilege to have been given the opportunity to become a veterinarian. I will be ever conscious of that privilege and never abuse it. Good job.
Thank you, Dr. Morancic. Again, the incoming class just completed a professional attributes workshop known as PAUSE, which focuses on the development of key life skills needed for success: communication, teamwork, and professionalism. As a successful veterinarian, having excellent interpersonal skills, being a responsible member of the community, and becoming a servant leader are key. Without these skills, we will fail to fulfill our veterinarian obligation to be an advocate for those who can't speak for themselves, our animal patients, and to use our skills to benefit society. The PAUSE student facilitators will now share some of the experiences from the PAUSE workshop with you through a special presentation. applause, facilitators, for that. That was really nice. And congratulations again, class of 2023. On behalf of SGU now, I'd like to thank the students, families, faculty, staff, and administrators for your support and your presence today. You're now all invited to join us for a reception at Modica Hall. And I ask you that you please remain seated until the aisles are clear and ushers direct you out. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Dean Olson, for having me, and enjoy the day.